Hey, what's up, drummer? Welcome to one more class. Today, I'm gonna teach you the 10 essential grooves that every church drummer needs to know. I guarantee you, if you learn these 10 grooves that I'm gonna teach you, you will be able to play at least from 90 to 98% of the worship songs out there. You'll be fully equipped to play a church service. If you're new on the channel, welcome. My name is Kesley Hayes. I'm coming here every Monday night at 7:30 p.m. with a drums class for you to help you improve your drumming. I've been playing the drums for more than 20 years. I'm a music director, producer, all the way from Brazil, based in Los Angeles, California, and I'm glad you are here with me. Today's class is going to be very practical, but before we jump to the content, this episode is brought to you by the SSD, Smart Solid Drummer. And it's basically my framework to help you to learn any genre you want on the drums. Imagine for a second if you have a gig on the next day, on the next week, where you have to play a completely different genre that you're not used to. Let's say you are a church drummer and you have like a cumbia gig. Well, the good news is that you actually can learn how to play those new genres faster because the process of learning a new style is actually the same. It's way simpler than you think. I have to do that because in more than 20 years playing the drums, I've had many situations like that where I had to learn a new thing and very quickly. So then I put together a masterclass. The link will be in the description. Click on that link below and it will direct you to my masterclass where I'm going to teach you the framework. And I guarantee if you learn this framework, you are going to be an unstoppable drummer. All right, so now let's go to our class. And drummer, this class, I treat it like if you were sitting by my side and you were in a drum lesson with me, a private drum lesson. And so then it will be very conversational, although at the same time direct to the point. Okay, I promise you, but stick with me and you're gonna learn a lot. Let's start by the very first groove that I put together for you to learn. This groove is actually very simple, but if you dominate it, you'll be extremely effective and you'll be able to utilize it in many songs in worship in CCM. I put here the list of some songs that I'm going to play so you can hear in practice. But you can basically most of the four songs, straightforward songs, you can utilize this patterns that I'm going to teach you. So the first groove is this one, very very simple. All right, which by the way, if you'd like to have access to all these transcriptions, click the link below and I'm gonna send you all the charts that I wrote for this class, and you will be able to find it. The link is gonna be called the Kesley Hayes Resources. Okay, so click there, sign up for my newsletter, and I'm gonna send it by email to you. All right, so let's go. And that's how is the essential groove. There we go. So as you could tell, let me bring the chart. Is very very simple. Um, and let me show you how you can utilize that in a song. Okay, the the goal when you play this very simple, straightforward fills or grooves, your goal has to be to play as precise and as on the grid as possible, because especially in CCM there are so many shakers, loops, and like some synths. So and then if you're not as precise, that will start to clash with the tracks, especially if you play in a church that utilize tracks. So my tip for you is to notice and think where you're playing, be intentional on when you hit, for instance, a hi-hat and a kick. Make sure you're hitting like together and not having the flam sound. I don't want to hear flams. It should be together. And the start, and when you hit the snare and the hi-hat, together on the grid. All right. So let me play this song for you. I'm gonna play Build My Life, which is a very straightforward song, and we will be able to utilize that the groove number one.
Bridge. Build. Bridge. Chorus.
As you could tell, very straightforward. So now let's learn the groove number two. As you can see, the bar two here. So the only difference in this rudiment in this sorry in this groove is that you adding one more kick. Look, two bat, two bat, two bat, two bat. All right. So let's see how it sounds on the drums. All right. So now let's play with the song and see how it sounds like it.
Chorus.
As you could see, very straightforward as well. So let me play that groove a little slower so you can understand. So it sounds like this. All right, my plugins here, my reverb plugins are sometimes tripping. And let's use those grooves in another song called "Goodness of God." Have you guys heard of this song? Have you guys played it before? It's a really fun song. Um, I'm gonna play I'm gonna play both grooves, okay? And the groove number one and groove number two. All right, I'm gonna mix it up a little bit so you can see how is both sounds in the context of a song. my God, this song is so fun, man. If I keep on playing, I'm gonna be. So as you could tell, the goal here, drummer, is for you to learn the basic, and then you can start adding your own voice to it. But first, learn the basic grooves, and then you can start adding your own flavor later. Now let's learn this groove that's one of my favorite, and I use this almost always. Okay, which is the groove number 3. So this one, you're gonna add one more snare in between. So it's gonna be boom, boom, bat, tu cat, tu dat, tu bat, tu tat, tu dat. All right. So let me play it to you very slow so you can understand. All right. This is how it sounds. All right. So this song I like to utilize in playing on the music this song or this groove I like to utilize in playing on the music called Cornerstone. So let me play a little bit for you so you can have a better perspective, a better understanding. Cornerstone is also one of those songs where, man, actually I don't have it here. Oh my God. Well, but I'm gonna have the What a Beautiful Name It Is, which is also a really nice song. It happens, y'all.
Chorus. Bridge.
There we go. One of those songs as well that once you start playing, you get excited. All right. And let's learn the groove number 4. This is very important as well. The groove number 3 and number 4 are the ones that you usually are going to use when you are playing in a very high dynamic part of the song, usually in the big bridge or that chorus that comes out of the bridge, and because you are utilizing using one more snare. So this is how it sounds. Nope, not me. The charts. All right. So groove number 4. So two ka kaku kaku ka two. Bro, this sometimes I'm playing like a very high the dynamic ba ba do ba do ba da da. Really fun. All right, this is how it's supposed to sound. As you could tell, I am utilizing some ghost notes as well. Listen, I personally like ghost notes. Some people don't. I've heard some other music directors they don't really like the ghost notes on CCM, which I understand. coming from a perspective of a trigger, everything's super triggered and there's gates. So when you do ghost notes, you're kind of, getting the sound a little dirty. But here and there, I like to use it, and I I think it makes the sound a little bit more flavorful, for a lack of better word. Um, but yeah, so just so you know, and that for that we can use on the song "What a Beautiful Name It Is" as well. Uh, that groove, the groove number 4. So let's play it. Let's play it again. What a beautiful name it is.
Chorus.
As you could tell, I was after I played the chorus, we went to the bridge and I was playing what we call build. Do you know what is a build? Well, if you don't, or if you, okay, let me address first the ones that don't know what it is. I recorded a video. Actually my previous live lesson here on YouTube from last Monday night. I dedicated like an entire class to teach you how to play the builds. If you want to learn how to dominate builds, click on I think it was going to be somewhere over here. I'm gonna add it later because I'm doing live. I'm gonna add it later for you, so you can watch it and you understand how to do a build properly. Okay, so now let's go to groove number 5 in our list. Let me put it here for you. There we go. Groove number 5. As you can tell, here we are is you're not using the cymbals on the groove. So this is a new thing that started to it started to become popular in the CCM world, where they start to utilize this type of grooves, type of where you don't use the hi-hat or either the ride. You're just conducting like on the tom or on the floor tom or the high tom, and that's what we call tribal. But this is more like a straightforward groove, but you holding on your floor tom. This is how it sounds. Once again, if you want to have access to this chart, just click on the link below. Subscribe to my Kesley Race resources, and I'll send you everything that I write here for you, so you can have these resources and you can practice at home. Okay. So let's utilize, let's apply those that groove in a real occasion. So let me see. Let's say What a Beautiful Name It Is. That's a good old song,
Chorus.
Sorry, it's not actually it is Build My Life. It's not the There we go. Now we're in
Bridge.
business.
Build. Chorus.
As you could tell, I was using some builds. What I did differently from the groove that I just taught you, I just added one more kick. So I did the same pattern, but with one more kick in the second time around, so it can give the feeling that you are growing, you're building. Okay, just like this. I'll play the regular build, the regular fill, the groove. Sorry, and I'll add one more kick so you can see the notice the variation of it. One tip for you that I would suggest is if it gets complicated in terms of a technique to independence, to do different things at the same time, just think that you are playing the kick with your floor tom at the same time. So then the rest, you're just, being more flexible, but the kick and the bass drum, basically they are together. You're basically playing the same thing. All right, so let's go to groove number 6 in our list. Groove number 6. As you can tell, now you're not holding the 8 notes on the floor tom. The bass for it is on the kick. You're doing the on the downbeat, and then you're utilizing the toms. And but you can also use the rudiment called flam, okay? And because it is such a um, there's so much space in between the hits that if it's cool to add something to it, so it'd be more, I would say, dramatic. It's really cool. All right, so this is how it's supposed to sound. Tum, plugum, plum, plum, ba, do do, plugum, plu, plu, ba. Usually, I wrote if you had 2 toms. Usually for CCM, we only utilize 1 tom, but you can just repeat on your rack tom. Okay, so this is how it's supposed to sound on the drums. You can use the flams, but it is not a obligation. You can play without it as well, and you'd sound like this. Actually, I turn off the reverb because it was kind of tripping, but it sounds good with the reverb, right? The CCM, so we love a little reverb situation. So it's the same that feel. would be, you can apply in the same situations, the not the feel, sorry, the groove, on the groove, the before that, the group number 5. You know, when you're playing Tom's fills and stuff, you can utilize that. All right, so now let's go to our another section of our class, which will talk about the grooves that are in 6/8. We There is not every song that's in 4/4, because what is a 6/8? Is our songs that you play, you count every measure, every bar, it consists in 6 beats instead of 4. Because, for instance, What a Beautiful Name It is in 4/4. So it's going to be, what a beautiful name it is, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2. It was going to be 6. So it's going to be 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the first groove will be a very straightforward groove, and that, if you learn that, dominate it, play on the grid, on with the click, the 6/8 songs, you'll be able to play 99% of them. Obviously, there are so many variations that you can utilize it, but if you don't know how to do it, learn this groove, and you'll be able to apply in every song, 6/8 songs that you have. And this is it. As you can tell, it's very simple. The the hi-hat, or the ride, is on the 8th note, so it's doing 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you play the kick on the downbeat of the 1, and the snare on the 4. That's it. This is how it's supposed to sound. Now with reverb. There we go. Let's go. So now let's do the groove number 8. This one is essentially a variation of the groove number 7. You're gonna add one more kick. So it's tung, tat, tung, tung, tat, tung, tat, tung, tung, tat. Did you like my beatbox? All right. So let me play on the drum so you can understand what I'm talking about. You can switch the kick, the double kicks. Instead of being in the second bar, you can utilize it starting by it, and it depends on how the bass player is playing, and how you guys are agree are how is the agreement between you guys. It doesn't really have a rule for that. It's just matter of to understand and read what each other is doing. But you can do different variations. For example. All right, so let me play a song where you can see how it would sound in a real situation. I'll be playing I'll be playing both grooves. The groove, I believe, number 7, and the groove number 8. Okay, so you'll be able to notice the difference between them. Very simple. Let's go.
Chorus 1. Chorus 2.
Now I'm gonna utilize the group, the second groove.
Interlude. Breakdown.
Forgot it was the breakdown, so let me play it again.
Chorus 1. Chorus 2.
As you can tell, you can utilize both grooves and it would work perfectly. So now let's learn the groove number 9. This is really interesting because you usually play those when you're in a big dynamic and usually in a build. Actually, you can utilize that. And if you don't know what build is, watch my previous lesson and you'll find out. But you can utilize that when the song is in very high. For instance, on the bridge of "I Need You," more than a na 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 do do ba. Right. So here's it is. And let me show you before I actually give examples. So the difference here is that you're playing 3 hits together with the bass and the hi-hat. So ba do ba doom 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 da boom ba. All right. So let me play it for you to see how it sounds. After you learned this patterns, so now you can start to implement the other elements from the other grooves. For instance, you can do do bat boo do bat do bat boom boom ba. Right? Let me show you. Don't do that. Don't do that in worship. Don't do that. Don't do what I do. Do what I say. Don't do what I do. Just kidding. I never do that on the service. All right, so let's. I mean, I'm laughing because look what the next groove is. Groove number 10 is essentially what I just said. Is a variation of the groove number 9. So two dot, two dot, two bat, two ga. Yeah. So and I can also give you a bonus. I'm gonna give you a bonus groove that I didn't write it here, but I would say is the 11th. But um, it's just for you that have been watching this lesson all the way until now. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to write down the comment so I can address these questions in our next lesson. Okay. And remember, your questions are what makes me create this content in the first place, because I want to create things that are beneficial for you, that you can actually learn something. I'm going to teach you the groove number 11, which is a bonus. It is essentially a combination of the the group number 10, two, 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 da, two, but we are gonna play the kick a little bit a little bit after the hi hat. Two, 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 da, two, two, da, two, 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 da. This is how it's going to sound. Two, two, da. All right. And thank you so much for watching this. As you can tell, this is my live lessons that I give you and teach you. And if you are here all the way, thank you. I appreciate your time, appreciate your effort, and let me know. Let me know how it goes. Let me know how you learn. And if you have any questions, don't forget, you can click on the link below to have access to this chart, so you can continue to practice at home. And also, don't forget click on the link below for the SSD Masterclass. It's a free masterclass where I'm teaching you how to play and learn any genre you want on the drums. You will never face the plateau again. All right. Thank you so much for being here. If you learned something from this, if you found any value from this content, please give a like and comment here. And if you're not subscribed yet, you're tripping. Subscribe to the channel. I'm bringing you actually on through shorts. I'm giving you content every single day, and I am once a week here with these long lessons, but with a dense and in-depth classes for you. All right. Thank you so much. See you next time.